one. This is big. Being named the award's named after Joe Greene, and he's a legendary Steeler and a legendary NFL player. And this is big. This is very humbling. I'd like to thank Coach Tomlin, the Rooney family, Kevin for giving me the opportunity, for drafting me, putting me out there on the field. I'd like to thank my veteran players who helped me, Coach Lake, who's always in my ear, always in my head, wanting me to get better. Also like to thank, his name before my fellow rookies, man. This is a great class, and like you said, any of us could have been up here, and for me to be up here, that's a humbling, and it's awesome. But it's just the beginning. Just want to appreciate everyone, and thank you.
All right, questions for Sean?
Sean, obviously it wasn't the start to the season that you wanted. I mean, what has changed in this last 2 months that has sort of turned things around?
Like you said, it wasn't the start that I had envisioned, but I work, and I work through adversity, I work through problems, and I never give up, and I know what I'm capable of, and I'm just blessed to be out there to showcase my skill set and show put my hard work out on the field, and I just look at things always. I'm an optimistic guy. I never worry, I never freak out, and that's how things work out.
To what degree was the turning point when they kind of stopped asking you to play free safety and nickel once and just said play one position and do that one?
I think after week 3, after the Jets game, that was when I kind of got sidelined a little bit. Took it from there. Yeah, I think my first start back was Cleveland. Yeah.
To what degree was that a turning point in your season? How much do you think that changed the trajectory you were going on?
It was crazy because I started out high, starting out at nickel, and getting hurt and then sidelined, after about 4 weeks, just sitting for 2 or 3 weeks, and then coming back, and like you said, we're 6-0 since I've been starting. So I just look at that as a positive thing, man, and I just want to continue to win and continue to get better, continue to help my team so we continue to win.
You mentioned about the trio of rookies. Any one of you could have been up here. How did you guys push each other this year?
I feel like I've been in a pretty cool situation. I've got to get to know these guys. Jay plays D-line. I got to know them on a personal level because our rooming situations. I was Artie's roommate throughout OTAs, so I got to know him, and we would always just talk about, man, let's take over, let's make plays, let's do this, let's do everything we can to be on the field. And the same with Jay. Every time we travel hotels, we're roommates, and we all think alike. We all want to be the best at our position. We all want to dominate. And at such a not young age, but as rookies to think like that, I feel like that's special, and it makes sense that those three names were named and we're making plays because we think like champions, and we work, and we just because we're rookies, we don't want to be the slack of the team, stuff like that. So I just feel like we all have a similar mindset and same goals.
They made you the starter the next week after the penalty in the Dallas game. Did that give you some confidence that the coaches are behind me and they're going to believe in you?
Yeah, that Dallas game was crazy. I don't think that really was a turning point for me. I feel like when I started switching off series, I think starting Baltimore, when I was getting my chance to play in Baltimore and I was making plays, and like you said, in Dallas, it just came down to that last penalty, man. So I was battling, I was starting to come back, and then I made plays. Dallas game, it's just that crazy penalty at the last second, that kind of was like, okay, now you know what you're doing, like, can't let that happen no more, and, kind of sort of like what you said, but that's where I started after that game, so.
You don't need to be other Steelers safeties to win this. Cornell, Troy Polamalu, and the pressure associated with this number.
No, I don't think it's pressure. I'm glad, Coach Lake is my coach, and he's been there, done that, so hopefully, it's a good thing. I'm winning this award, he did it, so, man, we can just keep, growing together, man, and keep developing and, continue to put some good stuff out there.
Is it a source of pride for you to be on the field all those 300 and some snaps in a row?
Say it again?
Is it a source of pride for you never to come off the field to be on there for every snap?
Yeah, it's weird for me not to play every snap. You know, in college, I did it all, and I expect myself to play every snap. You know, that's just how I'm built. That's just how I think. And for me to not play every snap, that's different. That's weird. So I'm used to it, and I'm gonna continue doing it.